Hey guys, it's Landon Blake from Taught by a Surveyor, and in this video we're going to do teach you some more about unit conversions. So in the last video we covered conversions between feet and metric, and in this video we're going to talk about how we convert between inches and fractional inches to decimal feet. Surveyors work in decimal feet, architects and construction contractors work in feet and inches and fractional parts of inches, so we need to know how to go back and forth. Okay, so I'm going to just work with you guys. We're going to fill this table out here. And what I need to do is I need to actually whip up this table and make it available online for you guys so you have it. Okay, so what we want to do is we just want to figure out how much is each inch, portion of a feet in inches, how much is that in decimal feet? And then we'll come over and we'll do the same thing over here for fractions of an inch. Okay, so 1 inch is 1/12. Okay, so if we take 1 divided by 12, we get 0.083. Okay, I'm just going to take this out to the thousandth of a foot. Okay, so it's 8 hundredths. 1 inch is 8 hundredths. Okay, 2 divided by 12 is 0.166. Okay, so 16 hundredths. 3 divided by 12 is 0.250. Okay, so a quarter of a foot, 25 hundredths. 4 divided by 12 is 0.333. Okay, so one third of a foot, 0.333. Okay. 5 inches divided by 12 is 0.416. Okay, when I put the little line up here, that means the 6's just keep going. So if you're going to round, that would be a 7. Okay. 6 inches, okay, is going to be 0.5, so half a foot, 0.500. Okay, 7 divided by 12 is going to be 0.583. Okay. 8 divided by 12 is going to be 0.666, okay, or 2/3 of a foot. That's how we write 2/3 in a decimal system. Okay, 9 divided by 12 is going to be 3/4, so 0.750. Okay, 10 inches divided by 12 is going to be 0.833. Okay, and then 11 divided by 12 is going to be 0.916. Okay, and of course 12 inches is just one decimal foot. Okay, so there's all the values, inches to decimal feet. Okay, now let's come over here and figure out, we're going to do two numbers here. We're going to figure out what is 1/16 of an inch. So when you get down to fractional inches, they're measured in 16ths. Okay, so we want to know what is 1/16 in a decimal inch, and then what is it in a decimal foot. So we're going to have two numbers over here, okay? Okay, so 1/16, so 1 divided by 16. Okay, so this is 0.0625 inches. Okay. But we want to know what is it in decimal feet. So we're going to divide that number again by 12. Okay, and we get 0.0052. Okay, so it's less than a hundredth of a foot. It's a half a hundredth. Okay, now 2/16, you can simplify that to 1/8. Okay, so I learned this. My dad was very mechanical, so I learned all these. I memorized these. Okay, so 2/16 is 1/8. Okay, so 1 divided by 8. Okay, is 0.1250. Okay, that's portions of an inch. If we divide that number again by 12, we get decimal feet. So 0.0104. Okay, so an eighth of an inch, or 2/16, is just about a hundredth. Okay. 3 divided by 16 is, so 3/16 is 0.1875 of an inch. Okay, divide that by 12 again, and we get that it's 0.1875 0.0156 of a foot. Okay, so about 1/100 and a half. Okay, and we could keep doing this math. I won't make you guys watch that in the video, but we could go all the way down, and we'll get this as a table. Okay, so and it would be good, you know, if you're a land surveyor, you should have this on a little laminated sheet somewhere, or in your computer somewhere, PDF in your computer, to have all these values. Okay, guys, so there you go. That's how you convert from inches to decimal feet, whole inches to decimal feet, and this is fractional inches to decimal feet. Okay, let me just give you one other quick example of that. So let's just say we have a value given to us in inches and fractional inches. So somebody tells us that a beam in a building is 22 feet, 8 and 3/16 inches. Okay, we want to know, how do we convert that to decimal feet? Okay, so this is easy. The 22 is easy. The whole feet just come down, right? Okay, and then we got to figure out what's the 8 and the 3/16. Now, if you have this table, you can come over here and see that you just add 0.66 plus 0.0156. Okay, and that'll give you your number if you have your table. Okay, so let's do it with the table, and then we'll just do the math in our calculator. Okay, so I'm going to take 8 inches is 0.666. Okay, and I'm going to add 3/16, so 0.0156. Okay, and what that tells me is I've got 22.6816 feet. Okay, and we would normally round that. Okay, so we would round it and just show the 68/100ths. Okay, now if you don't have the table, you can still do this math. Okay, so what you do is you convert the 3/16 to a fraction and add it to 8. So we take 3 divided by 16, okay, plus 8. Okay, that's 8.1875. Okay, we divide that by 12 to get our decimal foot. Okay, and I got 0.6822, so there's a little bit of a difference because of the rounding. Okay, but it's going to round down to the same number at the 100th. Okay, 68/100ths. Okay, so that's how you do that conversion. Okay, now let's go back the other way. It's a little trickier to go back the other way because it's not always going to be exact. There's some rounding. There's some fuzziness here. It's not always exact. Okay, so let's just say we get, somebody tells us that we have a distance that's 16.237 feet. Okay, and we want to know what is that in feet and inches. Okay, so again, this is easy. The 16 comes down, the whole number of feet. Okay, then we got to figure out how many inches is this first. That's the first step. Okay, so we're going to say 0.237 times 12. Okay, so I'm going to write that down here. Okay, so we're going to take 0.237, that's the fractional part right here, times 12 tells us how many decimal inches we have. Okay, and that equals 2.844. Okay, so that means I've got 2 whole inches here. Okay, so I'm going to just come up and write that 2. I've got 2 whole inches, but we've still got this 0.844. And we want to know how many 16ths is this. Okay, so what you do is you come over here to your table and you figure out which number you've got that's closest, okay, to 0.844. And of course, I didn't do the whole table, so I don't know. Oh, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, that's right. We want to know fraction of an inch. So let's just say, okay, so 15 divided by 16. I didn't make my table long enough, sorry. 15 divided by 16 is 0. Let me write it over here. So 15/16, okay, is 0.9375, 0.937, okay, inches. So I'm smaller than that. So let's go to 14/16 and see what that is. Okay, 14/16 is 0.8 0.75, so I'm a little smaller than that. Okay, so I'm going to go down one more. I'm going to say 13 divided by 16. Okay, that is 0.812. Okay, so this number here is between 13/16 and 14/16. Okay, and it's probably, man, it looks like it's right about smack dab in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and round down. So I'm going to say 2 13/16 of an inch. Okay, and again, it's not exact because the math is a little bit fuzzy, right? That's okay because we're going from a base 16 system to a base 10 system. Okay. All right, guys, there you go. Now you know how to go from feet to inches and fractional inches and the other direction. Hopefully that video helps. We'll do some more unit conversion videos.